Hello, YouTubers. This is Mr. Zen over here. For today's segment, we're going to be talking about One Piece chapter 822, and we're going to be reviewing it this time. Now, this chapter was actually very interesting, like all One Piece chapters, that this chapter was now transitioning on towards its last, I feel like after fighting with Jack, now it's just that was the climax of the arc. Now we're just now escaping this arc now. I feel like this arc is now over. This arc is literally transitioning now towards a new arc. And from this chapter, we see that everybody is actually getting separated. We see that Luffy's crew with Peckham's is going to be heading towards Whole Cake Island to go rescue Sanji. If I remember correctly from reading, it was uh, Kinemon's team with Law and Zoro. Oof, that is going to be an interesting arc or chapters or whatever it's going to be. That's going to be interesting. The all the samurais or the swordsmen are all heading towards Wano Kingdom, and I love that, especially in the chapter that it explained that Kinemon and Zoro and Law, they're I feel like they're excited to head over there, and especially Zoro. Zoro was actually more intrigued. He even told Luffy that, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna bring some Wano supporters to us. Having that like machisto attitude. I'm like here thinking like, oh, this has got to be interesting. I'm hoping they actually recruit some people from from the Wano country to Luffy's crew. I'm actually hoping myself that they actually get a new crewmate altogether from the Wano Kingdom. If not, Kinemon, as long as is there a new crewmate. The more the merrier. It doesn't hurt for Luffy's Grand Fleet. It doesn't matter if they're not part of the actual Grand Fleet or the main arc. It's just as long as they're Luffy's crew just keeps getting bigger and bigger. But personally, I'd rather have them in the main crew. If they're in the main crew, that's where the stuff's gonna happen right there. But moving on, and then we have Frankie, I believe it was Frankie, Robin, and I believe some of the other crewmates. I believe that they're staying at Zou with Mononosuke, Nekonomushi, and Inurashi. They're all staying. They're all staying together at the actual Zou Island, because I feel like Inurashi was actually saying that we're gonna protect Zou if there's any more invaders coming along, and I feel like that's actually pretty smart idea. Stay at the island. Protect what little value is worth, but regardless, because Zunisha is actually very prized possession. And to be honest, I feel like Zunisha, saved her life, so she deserves at least some credit that she should actually be still saved. Even if it's gonna be like small time pirates, regardless, she still needs to be offered some kind of protection, And I'm also hoping that Law's crews might still happen to stay there, because at least like it'll be some form of backup, or at least Beppo stays back with the majority of the crew, and helps with Jack or any of the pirates that come along the way. But like I said, like this chapter was like really transitioning, like it was literally ending itself in its own way. Now we're heading back to the other parts of the chapter that I found, and personally I found really interesting throughout the whole entire chapter, was Chopper talking to Zunisha. Now what happened there? What happened over there? What the effing fudgesicles happened there? Sorry for now, I'm not gonna curse, but still, what happened there? Like all the readers that I bet you all the readers are having the same opinion that what's gonna happen? Why is Zunisha traveling along the seas? What crime did she commit? What exactly is Zunisha? Why is Zunisha still traveling? Or who's the one that caused Zunisha to stay in that state of mind that happened? Because Chopper was healing Zunisha at the beginning of the chapter. Chopper even said himself that I want to ask him. I want to know what's going on. But they kind of did like a whole 360-degree turn and said, oh, you know what? Let's just skip that. Just skip that. Let's just now leave the island. And I'm here thinking, if they're gonna leave the island, what was the point of saying that? What was the point of saying that? They have to have Chopper has to have had at least a scene to talk with it. If they're not gonna do it in this chapter, they have to do it at least in some form of the other later chapters. You know, they have to at least talk about it. They have to. You know, because I personally am interested in this, and I'm pretty sure you readers are also really interested in this as well, because that is personally on everybody's big mind. What the F and F happened to cause this giant elephant, a whole island, to be trapped, walking along the seas, like if it was like a little schoolboy. Oh, you've done a very bad thing. Now you gotta take punishment. You know, you gotta be either the world's strongest or Goldie Roger, one of the two. But still, regardless of that, that was utterly amazing in that chapter. That kind of raised questions, you know. But I love how Oda teases you guys. I love how Oda teases us. You know, Oda loves to tease us, and in regardless of all in its aspect, we know Oda put that there for a specific reason. But you know, I love that they actually show that little scene, you know, just to give us a little more spice on the little palette right there, you know. Because this chapter, you know, is just like slowly ending itself. The whole arc was ending itself, and throughout the whole entire thing. And we see that also later on in the chapter, we see that Nami now has a new climate attack. Had a little bit of perversion there. I saw Oda was trying to, like, you know, give those teenage viewers a little bit of perverted action scenes right there with their little new climate attack. If you rub it just a little bit, you know, it'll stretch. And I'm here thinking, nah, this guy. You know, that was a little funny, you know, like it made me chuckle. But I see where Oda was heading with that. Even everyone that read it, you know, it's just like, you know, wow, can't believe Oda just did that, you know, just to bring the humor down just a tiny bit, you know. But I'm actually glad that Nami now has a new climate attack, because it just goes to show that now we're heading towards a new fight scenes, and we're gonna see Nami now in action with some better ass weaponry. So that's how you know, Whole Cake Island, we're gonna see some stuff go down right there. You know, we're gonna see them actually go hand to hand, toe to toe, fight on fights that will actually cause Nami maybe to fight in order for her to use climate. Because I mean, there's a specific reason for Oda actually showing that new climate attack. You know, it was dark. It was of course it looked like you know, like a male penis, you know, from that little action scene. But enough about that. It kind of reminded me actually more was from Dragon Ball Z's Goku's his power pole. That's what actually reminded me. It really reminded me of Goku's power pole, because, you know, like, it actually stretches to any kind of size. And I'm here thinking, like, oh, you know, like Nami now will have like probably like a baton weapon that it actually will help her in case, you know, like she runs out of like the weather magic that she uses in there, and how to go physically hand on hand combat, or maybe just use it for perception purposes or something, like how in this chapter she actually used it when I like this. Another funny scene that Oda added with Nami in that scene in itself, it actually was that what's it called Usopp was actually charging Nami for some fees and services for fixing the climate attack, and she actually runs away. It's like, oh no, it's time for me to bounce, you know. And I'm here wondering, oh, okay, you know, I love that little humor, just like those little small little bits of humor, you know. I love Oda how he manages these things in there. But and reaching the conclusion of this chapter, you know, and all its funny aspects and everything, it still was a serious chapter, but just that it was more of a calmer sense of it, because at the end, then that's where like the action finally happened. Was we see Luffy actually heading outside of Zou, and everybody, you know, leaving all together, and you see that Frankie actually is gonna start building some Den Mushins from scratch. And ooh, that's how you know it's not gonna be a regular standard Den Mushin. Because, you know, the Marines, pirates, everyone else, they all have Den Mushins. Of course, Den Mushins are like the central part of One Piece. And I love how that Frankie's gonna make his own. So, you know, that thing's gonna be a state of the art high-tech weapon, not a weapon, I'm sorry, high-tech radio right there. That only the Straw Hat Pirates will have, and that's what I love about Frankie. He likes to take it outside the box. So that's why I can't wait till Oda actually brings the Dendemushi into the Straw Hat Pirates. So it's gonna be a Straw Hat Pirates only Dendemushi. But I could be wrong. It could be just a regular Dendemushi. We don't know that. We don't know that. But in all aspects, we can't wait till the Dendemushis pop out. That's what a person like that kind of Oda teases us. This whole chapter is like just a giant tease, It's like a little bit of salt, on the steak right there, But at the end of this chapter, we see that Luffy jumps off of Zou in the most peculiar way. He actually he kind of reminded me of like a little child, all right guys, let's head off to a new adventure. So he grabs every single one that was handed. Pedro, Chopper, Nami, Brook, and I think that's about it. Yeah, he grabs them all and jumps off the island. They jump off. They jump off, and I'm here thinking how are they gonna land? I mean, that there's water down there, unless Luffy's gonna use his gum balloon, and slowly ease them down. That's what I'm personally thinking. Other than that, maybe he might have a plan. Maybe Pedro and all of them might actually have a boat down there that we personally might not know, or they might be heading to Luffy's ship, and Luffy knows that since his ship is down there, that's why he has no remorse. But I love that everybody else in that chapter actually said, "Holy shit!" Like Luffy, you're crazy. Holy snap! Can't believe you just did that. You're gonna sacrifice your own crew. Of course, Luffy can do that himself, but his whole crewmates, holy snap! Of course, every One Piece fan's gonna be like, Luffy's got a plan. We just want to know how he's gonna do this. But I personally feel like he's gonna do Gum Balloon towards the end and just inflate himself hugely just so they can make a safe landing on the boat. That's what I personally think. Because I mean, there's no reason why Luffy would just jump off unless just giving a little tease right there. But yeah, so this is Mr. Zen. That's all my thoughts on this chapter. But let me know what else I missed out now, because personally I'm running out of ideas because this chapter was really transitioning itself. But let me know what do you guys think about Luffy's jump towards the end of the scene. What do you guys think is gonna happen in Wano country? Of course, with Zoro and all that. What do you guys think is the aspects that might possibly happen? New recruitments, enemies that he might face. And what do you guys think about Zunisha with Chopper? What's going on with these two? You think Oda's gonna reveal some information later on in the chapters? But let me know. Have any questions, comments? Write down in the comment section below, and let me know. This is Mr. Zen signing out.